Hey guys, what's going on? It's xdeadlysmoorex here, and welcome back to part 25? I want to say part 25 of our Shadows of Cold Steel Let's Play. Sorry for my bum. In our last episode, we went into Auroch's fort, and we took down the monster that was there, and we got the boss. We got the basalts from the noble. Eustace and Marcus got into another fight and then got interrupted, and then interrupted them after he got attacked by the monster that we thought was killed. Then we went to Auroch's fort to report the quest, and then this weird flying robot thing that was carrying a small child, who I know it is, and probably you guys know who it is, flew over, and then we made our way all the way back to Berehard and turned in the Basalt quest, and now, or the Basalt quest I should say, and now we're going to go back to the hotel to advance the main quest. So, end of the day's field study, return to the hotel. Yes, because there's nothing, because there's no else we can do right now. Huh? That's... Father? Huh? What? I'm terrible. I can't remember Eustace's voice now, it's not that. No, that's not it either. I'm terribly sorry for not coming to greet you, Father. Although I'm here for a short time, I, Eustace, have returned to... Enough! As I informed Rufus, you may do here as you wish while you are here. However, you will do nothing that brings shame upon myself nor the Alvarez name. Please, be ever mindful of your position and what you represent. Yes, Father. Would it be too much to ask for you to introduce yourself to my classmate? I have no time for pleasantries. Should I require anything of you, you will be contacted.
What was that all about?
That's not really... That was the almighty... him and Duke Albarega sound the same. Actually, got the perfect voice for Marcus. I know I've been doing like a sort of same voice for Duke.
That was the
No, that sounds like Fee.
That was the almighty Duke Albarega, wasn't it?
That works for Marcus.
The head of one of the four great houses, and the man in charge of this entire province.
Indeed. And by some strange twist of fate, my father as well. Eustace. I have spoken out of turn. Forget I said that. Today's workload has made me hungry. Shall we return to our rooms, then find something to eat?
Sounds good to me. I'm starving.
At this point, Reen and the others returned to their rooms for a much-needed shower. Then, after the short rest, they headed to a restaurant in the Central Plaza for dinner.
The breeze here feels wonderful.
The food was delicious too.
Agreed.
I can see why this restaurant is popular with the nobles. Do you dine here often, Eustace?
I do. The chef has been good to me since I was a child. I was practically raised on this food.
Ah, typical. Even in your dining habits, you nobles subsist on unnecessary luxury, though I can't deny the quality of the food.
It wasn't just tasty, but warm too.
Yes, for a high-class restaurant, the chef seems to have used a lot of very healthy ingredients. Perhaps he's doing his part to ensure Eustace stays in good health.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wonder what Group B is doing right now.
We had this exact same conversation in our group last month, too. I'm sure they're hard at work over in St. Arc. Probably nothing to worry about.
It was Keldic for you last month, right?
Yeah, we almost got arrested
So
there.
you were thinking of us on the first night?
Yeah. After dinner, we were wondering how Group B was getting on. Dare I ask?
Well,
Nowhere near as peacefully as now. This is a big improvement.
I kind of figured that much.
we are doing much better this time. That much is true.
Huh? And I'm sure our reports will reflect that.
It is an improvement, though I'm not convinced it's good enough.
It's not?
I'm certain Group B gave their absolute best in all of their tasks today. But can we honestly say the same? That we could have done no better? And I'm referring not just to the monster encounter, but to the handling of our other tasks as well.
We'll just have to try and make up for it in the day we have left. Besides, we had the chance to catch sight of a far bigger problem.
Yes, that's true.
First, we find out taxes are rising throughout the province. Then, we find out the military is being expanded on a grand scale. Don't even try to tell me the two aren't related.
I have no intention of denying it. But you're only looking at one side of the coin. Exactly how many Oxen tanks do you think the Imperial Army has under their control?
Well,
100 or 2, I'd guess.
Precisely. The Imperial Army's military capabilities are enormous. This nation has one of the most powerful armed forces on the continent, and roughly 70% of it is under the Chancellor's control. Tell me, how is the Noble Alliance supposed to counter that?
So you're suggesting that's why the Provincial Army needs to bolster its forces?
Considering both sides are comprised of Erebonians, it all seems so wasteful.
Ah, the travails of youth! How noble and beautiful they are!
It's you.
He has a smug grin on his face. Don't trust him.
Baron Blue Blanc, I believe?
Ah, it's such an honor that you would remember a mere baron.
Well, remember, well, he probably knows, but Reen's father's just a baron as well.
I see you've completed a hard day's work already. How splendid!
yes, nearly.
What about you?
Alas, I have yet to be blessed with the
What
fateful
is-
encounter I seek.
What is face like whenever she talks, her eyes are like half closed. She's like silently judging everyone she looks at or talks to.
The search for beauty is filled with perils and obstacles, yet that is precisely what makes it all so beautiful.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
I most certainly will. Though it truly is a pity that the clear air of this verdant city should be tinged, if but faintly, with the scent of steel. I'd heard that Duke Alberea was a man of many interests, but I was unaware he counted playing with fire among them. I don't condemn him for it, though, for only by playing with fire can one create fireworks. Would you not agree, my friends?
I don't like your implications.
And I think this whole line of conversation is a little inappropriate.
Oh, please do pardon me, young lady. I meant no harm, I assure you.
Lies.
I wish you well on your remaining day here. May you reveal to me the beauty I seek by its end. Be it the lovely luster of success or the sad splendor of failure.
Who does he think he is? This is why I can't stand nobles.
I thought you might say that. If it makes you feel better, though, I have my doubts as to whether that man truly is a noble to begin with.
What?
His behavior seems so exaggerated. Almost as if he's trying to act like the quintessential noble. Like he's fulfilling the stereotype.
Yeah, something about him feels off to me, too. But what's even stranger is that he knew we only have one day left here.
You're right.
We told him of our field study, but never once did we divulge how long we intended to remain here.
Between him and that silver object, we've been crossing paths with a lot of strange people today.
Well, tomorrow's the end of our stint here. We can't let ourselves get distracted. We still have a lot to do.
That's right. We have to do our group proud.
Exactly.
We should return to the hotel and begin work on our reports then.
Can't get to sleep?
I could ask you the same. You aren't going to tell me the bed's too hard for you, are you?
I wouldn't dream of it. I've never slept in a bed this high class in my life. Not even back at home.
And yet you're the son of Baron Schwarzer. You've not lived the life one might expect of a boy from a noble family.
Yeah, that's just how my dad is. A lord should live like his people, not above them. That's how he always put it.
I see. It sounds as though you have a good family.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my upbringing.
Aren't you going to ask? I assumed you'd be curious about that brief exchange with my father earlier.
I wasn't really sure you'd want me to bring that up. You obviously get along really well with your brother, but I didn't get that same sense with the Duke. Has he always been like that?
As far back as I can remember. I suppose he just has little respect for a son born to a commoner.
What?
My brother and I have different mothers. He was born of my father's legal wife, a noble who still lives to this day. My own mother, however, was a commoner, and she passed away 8 years ago. In other words, I am his bastard son.
I had no idea. So, was that chef we met earlier?
He's my uncle, on my mother's side. Perhaps that's why he's always been so good to me. Or perhaps he's simply compelled to treat me as I deserve to be treated, being the son of the Duke.
No, that can't be. I don't blame you for being a little cynical, but there's no need to be quite so hard on yourself.
I suppose you're right.
I'm sure you have your differences. But you do get along with your brother, right?
You could say that. He's treated me well ever since I was taken in 8 years ago. He was the one who taught me my swordsmanship, and who trained me in the ways of court etiquette.
I knew it.
Pardon?
There's just something honest, I guess you could say, about the way you fight. It shows that whoever taught you was someone you really trusted. When we first met him this afternoon, I had a hunch he might have been the one. What's wrong?
Nothing at all. You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
I get that a lot.
Is your injury from this afternoon on the mend?
It's fine, honestly. There's no pain, and the wound's closed up like it was never there. I'll have to be sure to thank Emma's grandmother for her help someday.
That's good to hear.
Sorry about that.
Still, from where I stand, you are something of a danger to yourself.
I am?
On the day of the entrance ceremony, when the trapdoor opened beneath us, you acted instantly to protect Elisa. There wasn't even a moment's hesitation.
Ah.
In most cases, one would reflexively act to protect himself. It's part of man's natural survival instinct. Yet you put another before yourself, not even pausing to question the validity of that decision. And you did exactly the same thing with us today. I'm sure most people would see that as an act of selflessness and sing your praises for it. But to me, it comes across as abnormal, perhaps even twisted.
I don't know how to respond to that. I wasn't expecting you to see through me quite so clearly.
Well, I owed you as much for having seen through me first. Still, the point stands. You need to be more cognizant of the effects your actions have on those around you. If not for your health, then for your reputation. That selflessness of yours can just as easily be perceived as arrogance, after all.
I know it can. And you're not the first person to tell me that. What's the point in saving others if you can't spare even a moment to save yourself? That's what my old master always used to say to me.
Was it now? I suppose we both have some things we need to work through.
Yeah, but for now, we need to get a good night's sleep.
That's why I've always liked this exchange with Eustace, because you get more of his backstory, and then it's Eustace is telling Irene, look, and like everyone that's playing the game, like, look, you're not like, to some people, yes, you could be like, you're being nice when like you like help and rescue people from like danger and stuff, but well, in the context of like fairy tales and stuff like that, or like stories and stuff. But some people will be like, some people just like see, you if you save someone, they'll feel like they owe you a favor or something like that, and they're like indebted to you and whatever. So I kind of like it.
If we stay up too late tonight, we're going to be dead to the world tomorrow, and that wouldn't be fair to the others.
I agree. It wouldn't be fair. To the girls, at least. I'd hate to be so tired as to limit my potential.
Hear, hear. Good night, Eustace.
Pleasant dreams.
That's got to be painful. That has to. 'Cause I don't wear glasses, but that has to be painful with Marcus sleeping with his glasses on. He's gonna get like mark on the side of his head from leaning on them.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
Septium.
Keep up the good work.
Here's the envelope Lord Rufus entrusted to me. Please take it and study its contents well.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
If you'll excuse me then, should you require anything further, please do not hesitate to let me know.
Alright. Oops, no, that's not really nice. Alright, let's see what my brother has given us for today. I'm kind of anxious. First study day 2, assigned tasks. North Cretan Highway Monster. And then the Bite of Nostalgia. I can do both of those. Another well-balanced assortment. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Rufus has predicted what happened yesterday from the very start.
You're saying that he intended to give us a first-hand look at the problems between nobles and commoners? If that's true, I'm impressed. His reputation is well earned. Sure does seem that way.
I believe that's enough talk about my brother. We have only one day left before we must depart on our return voyage to Trista. We should set out as
Eustace Alberea.
What is it, Machias Regnitz?
I will accept no more failures. Today, we will form a combat link.
What?
As much as I may dislike you, I'm ashamed that we were unable to do what every other member of our class has accomplished. Today's monster extermination request seems as good a chance as any to make up for yesterday's failure. What did you say?
You really are simple-minded, aren't you? I suppose you overheard our conversation last night and feel some kind of affinity toward me now?
Nonsense! I did no such thing! I was fast asleep while you yammered on about your family and Reen and...
Machias.
That's pretty conclusive.
Very well. I accept. I'll be happy to show you what a proper combat link looks like.
We'll see about that. Fortunately, I have more than enough generosity of spirit to endure being paired with an arrogant noble like you.
Maybe today's field study will go more smoothly than yesterday's after all.
No, it won't.
Lord Eustace.
Arno? What brings you here? I would have expected you to be at my father's side.
I'm terribly sorry I could not greet you upon your arrival yesterday. However, I have come today in the capacity of an escort.
An escort? To where? I'm sure you must be aware that I returned to Bereahard purely as part of a field study for my academy work.
But of course, however, His Grace has directly requested that I escort you to the mansion. So I would be most appreciative if you'd accompany me without delay.
Father? He showed no signs of desiring my company when we spoke yesterday.
I am in no position to question or oppose his orders, merely to obey them. I'm sure you understand. Though while I hesitate to speculate, I do wonder if His Grace may feel some regret regarding his demeanor yesterday.
No, he doesn't. I know exactly why he's doing this. Actually, probably most of you who are watching this know why he's doing this.
But
can we just point out, right, that Fee's bow is very skewed?
Go with him. We can attempt to form a combat link another time.
We'll be able to handle
really
the morning's tasks just fine on our own.
That's really irritating. Fuck's sake. That's really irritating me now that it's like off center, just a little bit off. It's really fine.
You've come all the way back to your hometown. It would be a shame not to visit with your family, right?
Agreed.
Are you certain? Very well. I'll return this afternoon. And though I will worry as to how you'll fare without me, I know you'll at least give it your best, for what that's worth.
Of course we will.
All right. Let's meet back in the hotel lobby around noon. If something comes up, just leave a message at the front desk.
Understood. Lead the way, Arno.
Gladly, sir. Please excuse us.
That was the same butler that dropped Eustace off to Thor's, I believe.
Well,
Oops.
let's get started. We wouldn't want to give Eustace any further reason to worry, now would we?
Huh, certainly not. Still...
What? What is it? If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
She's probably thinking, the worst is over, and it's all thanks to your eavesdropping.
Good boy.
Stop that! Stop looking at me like I'm some hapless babe! Rain, you do know I still haven't completely forgiven you for lying, don't you?
Are you still hung up on that?
And Emma, I hope you're ready to score second on our midterms because I'm not about to lose to you again. But don't even think about giving those exams any less than your very best. I intend to best you when you're in top form.
You will?
And as for you, Fee, I've been wanting to say this for a long time now. Sleeping in class is an affront to our education.
What Emma said is like you can try, bitch, but you ain't gonna succeed.
You need to start treating classes more seriously. Listen, take proper notes. Raise your hand now and then. And stop covering your ears when I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you.
Anyway, we've got a lot to do, so how about we get to it?
Right.
Yep, use is temporarily gone, so might as well do the links now. There we go. There we go. I think, oh yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, here we go. Greetings and welcome. Hello, Hammond. We're here to take up your request. I'd like to thank you for that delicious meal last night first. It was good. No, that's not. It was good. Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. Might as well a lot of uses though.
He was called back to the mansion, I'm afraid. We have plans to meet up with him this afternoon, however. But in the afternoon, however.
Is that so?
It's too bad Eustace isn't here, considering this request is from his uncle. Anyway, about your request.
Oh yes, as you read, I would like you to gather some ingredients for me. Are you currently free? If so, I will explain the details of what I need.
Yes, well, mate. Yes, we can take it up now. Please go ahead and explain. The request mentioned something about making a nostalgic dish.
Correct. Said dish isn't on our menu, but it's one that I'd like to see you all try, or I'd like you all to try.
I assume it's a rather special dish then. There'll be no doubt about making it. There's no doubt about how delicious it will be if you're making it, at least. What kind of dish is it?
Perhaps soup is the best word to describe it. I plan on making enough for you all to enjoy, so please look forward to that.
How could we not?
What is it you need us together then? There's two. Oh no, that's fucking Marcus. There's two types of ingredients I'd like you to gather for me. The first is globby fat, which can be collected from monsters on the highway. I need 5 of those to be exact. The other is a herb used by the Septian Church to synthesize medicine called a healing herb.
So 5 pounds of globby fat and a healing herb. Where do you get the herb from then?
You'll want to speak with Sister Tatiana at Perea Heart Cathedral. I'm sure she'll be waiting to part with one. Just tell her I sent you.
Alright, that sounds easy enough. Shall we start on the task at hand? Yes, let's head to the cathedral first. Roger.
I think I already have that. Yep, got enough. Well, I got more than enough. Oh yeah, there we go. Quartz. 17 pages. Oh, bro, I'll take that. Because Rain's the main character, you might as well have it. In here, into the cathedral, into this room.
Oh, good day. Is this something you need from me?
You must be Sister Tatiana, I assume. Could we trouble you for a healing herb by any chance?
Hammond from the soiree. That's not soiree. Saucier told us that we'd be able to procure some here. Oh, is that so? I see. Would you mind waiting a bit while I prepare one for you? Here you go.
We appreciate it, Sister.
this ingredient this ingredient is used for making medicine, isn't it? Is it the same thing used for food too?
Of course, it's a very healthy ingredient when used for food. The only issue is that it's very bitter, so inventiveness on the part of the chef is required to hide that.
I see.
So Hammond must have some way of doing so then.
I'm kind of interested in how he does it. Likewise.
Same here. Well, thank you again for your help.
You're welcome.
Oh. Back to the soiree. I called it the soiree again, it's the saucier. Oops, there we go. Hello again, I presume you've collected all the ingredients then? Yep. Everything's here and accounted for. Here you go. Ah, much obliged. Please make your way over to the table. I'll begin preparing the dish immediately. I need to take a drink, otherwise that voice is going to take a toll on my throat. Oh dear. How was it? I call this dish deluxe herb chowder. It was beyond delicious.
I feel a sort of comforting warmth throughout my body after eating it.
I won't mind having some if I ever caught a cold.
Indeed.
I must feel like a ball of this might clear it out right.
I'm pleased to hear that. You mentioned that this was a rather nostalgic dish. I assume Eustace had it often? That's correct. It was one of his favourite dishes even. To tell you the truth, the one who created this dish was none other than my sister himself. In other words, Lord Eustace's mother. I see.
Well then.
Would that make you his uncle?
Kind of surprising.
Whoops, we didn't tell the other two about that, did we? My apologies, I was under the impression that you all were aware.
I wasn't expecting his mother to be the creator of the dish, though.
If his mother must have been skilled at cooking if she could think of a dish this delicious. She was indeed. She would even come by to help out here from time to time. The first time she made this soup was when Lord Eustace fell ill during his younger years. She went to church to ask for medicinal herbs, after which she set about inventing a dish that would be both easy for him to digest and enjoyable to eat. Lord Eustace was always at the front of her mind.
It really does sound like she cared deeply for him.
And yes, he lost her 8 years ago. Sounds like he hasn't had such an easy life after all. Someone thinking about Eustace. And who might that be? Certainly not me.
I've probably said too much. I was hoping that Lord Eustace would be here to enjoy this too, but at any rate, I'm happy that I could talk to you about this. We got to learn a bit about Eustace, so likewise. Well, that brings my request to an end. Thank you for your help. There's plenty of soup left over, so feel free to take it with you. Yay!
Oh, thank you, sir.
Let me give you this as well. It's the recipe for the creamy chowder that this dish was based off. It can be made with more common ingredients. If you have the time, you should try and make it yourselves. Yay!
I want to try and make it right now. I feel somewhat bad after being treated to a delicious meal than being taught a new recipe.
That's very generous of you. This is the least I could do for Lord Eustace's friends. Goodbye, and I wish you luck with your future endeavours. Well, let's go. If I remember, isn't it Marcus that has the detection? No, one of them has it, right? Ah, Fee's got it. Okay, cool. Oh wait, don't I have a... Spark Arrow, yes. I could give that to Fee, actually, now that I think about it. That would be an interesting one to give to Fee. Anyway, you need to go to the North Croissant thing, which is this way. Nope, that's the airport. Where's North? Actually, at North, I went south. What's the North Croissant province? Oh, it's up north. I think I've already got the chest, so... Oh, no, I don't. I missed one. I don't miss one. Okay. Got it. Don't have to worry about these guys. That's the one we want. That thing's ugly. It's like a piranha pond on steroids. There it is.
Looks as strong as yesterday's.
Well, that means we'll have to be, we'll really need to be careful considering Yus isn't with us today.
Rin, I'm ashamed of what happened yesterday. I know we've had our share of differences, but, well, He's embarrassed. Quiet, Theo, I'm trying to.
I caused problems for everyone yesterday too. My injuries were a result of my own carelessness. Hopefully, by giving this fight everything we got, we can move off for this whole mess together. I'm counting on you, Marcus.
I wouldn't let you down.
Damn it. I'll see if I can... you can't actually sneak up on
This
it.
one's
That'd be
dangerous.
cool if you could.
Stay on your toes. Okay.
Wait, doesn't that... Most photons can unbalance. Okay, cool. There we go.
Target locked. Got it.
Gotcha!
Yeah. That's us.
Here we
Oh,
go.
for fuck's sake. No, that's blind. There we go.
Ha! It's my turn.
High drop.
Thanks.
Yes, it's gonna be annoying. Actually, Emma's not really gonna be attacking, so. There we go.
Arcus, activate. Now.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
There we go.
Okay. Target locked. Got it.
Gotcha. My turn.
That bitch thought you could get away with it. I don't think so. Okay, there's another one. Great.
It's my turn.
Wait.
How about this?
My turn.
Yeah, that had 0 watts, and yet it still does that.
Here.
Flash grenade. Looks like a frag grenade though. How's that still doing its thing?
Now's our chance.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's it weak to? Fire.
Gleaming blades. Go.
Yeah, well, she's got a blind status, so yeah, get fucked, bitch.
Go.
Heat wave.
I'll handle it.
Yeah, she's got demonic sight and chrono drive, so. I need Emma to heal her, so. Oh, he burned him as well, nice.
How about this?
Nice defense
It's
down.
my turn. Arcus, activate.
I'll handle it. Target locked.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
I would
My
have thought
turn.
he was going straight for
Arcus, activate.
Fee, but whatever. I didn't even fucking talk to
My
the
turn.
guy.
Got it.
The hotel manager. We just came straight in here.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, well, suck it, bitch. Let's suck it, bitch.
Here.
Nice.
My turn.
Bro, if fucking
Okay.
Elisa was here, she'd wreck that thing with heat waves.
Gotcha! Leave it to me. Eat that!
It's my turn. Yeah.
Thanks.
My turn. Sit.
I'll handle it.
Nice.
Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
Yay! 200 experience points. Everyone's still one level ahead of Rune. Hey, Marcus Design's now level 2. Let's go.
Great.
I feel like I'm growing stronger.
That's a lot of defense. Her ATS is high as well.
Outcome.
Marcus 3, that's a lot. And he's got a lot of attack and defense. Damn. Fee's almost got 300 in her attack as well. We won. We sure did. And in doing so, I believe we successfully redeemed ourselves for yesterday.
Good work, everyone. As long as that gets passed. I'm sorry, everyone. I've been striking you all down. Especially you, Rune. I owe you double for the apology. I'm sorry, please forgive me.
It's alright, Marcus, don't worry about it. If I just answered you honestly from the start, all this could have been avoided. So if anything, I should be the one apologizing. I'm sorry for misleading you. No. Anyway, it's all in the past now. I'm glad to have you in our group, Marcus.
It's the same to you. I'm glad you two are finally able to make up. Ah, you. Hey, don't make fun of us.
So, as long as we're here, as long as we're on a roll here, why not use this chance to make up a useless too?
What?
If you could just be more honest with one another, I'm sure even combat links wouldn't be out of the.
Nonsense. My behavior towards you was wrong, and I fully admit that. But your sister is a whole different story. She and I are fundamentally incompatible, and there's nothing in you to change that.
I guess getting those two to accept one another is still a long ways up. Well, we should probably head back to town, don't you think? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Useless.
Useless should be back soon too.
I'm hungry. Fine, let's go.
And that, I think, is where we'll end off today's episode. So, if we do a recap for today's episode, not really much to recap. We did, we learned more about Eustace's backstory, and then we got confronted. Well, before that, we had dinner with everyone, and Baron Blue Blanc began to talk to us and made everyone feel a bit uncomfortable with his talk. And then Reen spied out a flaw in what he was saying. They never mentioned about how long they were staying here. And then Reen and Eustace had a bit of like a small heart-to-heart about in the middle of the night, which was really cool because you learn more about Eustace's backstory and all of that. And then we did the side quest. We did the side quest for the chowder. We learned a little bit more about a tiny more about Eustace's mother, but that's really cool because it's more character and world building, which is something I love. And we took down that big piranha plant thing on steroids, and in the next episode we'll be turning that in. So nice segue onto in the next episode we'll be turning in the quest and dealing with whatever this game throws at us next, I suppose. So if you enjoy this episode, make sure to hit that like button. If you are enjoying Trails of Cold Steel or the Trails of Cold Steel Let's Play, make sure to subscribe as well. And while you're at it, make sure to check out my Monster Hunter World Let's Play as well that I'm currently doing as well, because showing appreciation for both series and any game series that I upload is much appreciated and helps me out a ton. So yeah, with all the PSA out of the way, this is xdeadlysmoorex, and I shall see you guys next time.